Oh my God. So, all right, we're going to go back a little bit. So what song or record from your childhood or adolescence made you fall in love with music?
Oh, God.
Yeah, I know.
I guess it's not that hard. Well, obviously, when I was a kid, listened to the Beatles, the Monkees, and the Rolling Stones. So for some reason, the Rolling Stones were my favorite band when I was a kid.
Okay.
And the two songs by them that hit me the most emotionally were Play With Fire and As Tears Go By.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so great.
Yeah.
Did you ever cover them? Those two songs?
No. Play With Fire would be a good one.
Yeah.
House of Love had a song called Not Fade Away.
Uh-huh.
And it's basically Play With Fire.
Oops.
So I play that.
Sure.
Sometimes I try to play that, and that one really reminds me of Play With Fire. But,
wow.
Yeah, both those songs somehow hit me, where Tears Go By used to give me this emotional thing.
Yeah.
Another tune that used to really hit me emotionally was Never My Love by Dissociation.
Yes, Association. Yeah. I grew up with that record.
Yeah. So those songs definitely, and then, as I got older, I'd say, I went through growing up. So from that, I discovered Jimi Hendrix when I was 11, 12. So Jimi became my favorite.
Okay.
And then I listened to, after Jimi passed, a lot of British metal. I listened to Zeppelin and Deep Purple.
Wow.
Going on from, and even a lot more obscure British bands.
Mm-hmm.
And then somehow, my cousins grew up in England.
Oh, okay.
And I had a friend in London that we used to write to one another. Mm-hmm. So he would send me the Melody Maker or sounds.
Yes.
So I actually knew what was happening in London in the early mid-70s.
Sure.
So then I got into all Bowie and T-Rex and Mott the Hoople and everybody.
You hit all the big ones. I love it. I love it. Yeah.
I had a mail order catalog somewhere in LA, and I'd order all the British imports. So I was the only kid. I was a bit isolated because there weren't people that, And
especially San Diego.
Well, yeah, and you weren't really. Bowie never stopped in San Diego, and then I remember there was a club that lasted for a second, and it actually had the Dolls actually played there, and I think Mott the Hoople played there.
Wow!
But I was 15, and I never made it down there.
Yeah.
The weird thing is, I talked to this guy who was my age, back in 1980, and somehow that came up, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I snuck into both those shows."
You're like, "Oh, why didn't I know you?"
Oh my God! Could you imagine?
No. What was your first concert?
First concert, the big concert was The Who.
Oh,
I saw them
wow.
when I was around 12, 13. That would be another one of the British bands.
Sure.
Yeah.
And did they make it, they were in San Diego, or did you have to go to LA?
No, it was a huge San Diego Sports Arena show.
Nice. Oh my God.
And I still have the program.
Oh, good for you.
My friend, we used to play guitars together. So our parents dropped us off at the sports arena.
I love it.
And I remember, I swear, we had to take a bus home.
I'm sure you did.
I don't know why they would. We were 12 or 13.
I wouldn't even know where to catch the bus.
I don't know. That's an odd, but I swear we had to take a bus home from The Who.
You can have to call them
on our own, and we were 12 or 13.
You gotta love it. You gotta nowadays call Child Protective Services.
Yeah.
Why is that kid on the bus?
Figure that one out.
Oh, I don't know, but I love it though. That's great. Well, because your parents knew you weren't going to do something crazy. And, you're there with all the people who just got out of the show, so that's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So my first gig was Rod Stewart at the Forum, and then after that I was Queen.
You grew up in LA.
I did.
Okay.
I did. Yeah, I came back from Mexico in 1977, so I have some catching up to do. Yeah. So
you would have had a lot more stuff in LA, that's for sure.
We did. I can't complain because actually, all the punk rock shows did come because of K-Rock, right? So they did. K-Rock was a radio station in LA. Are they still around? Yeah. They were in Pasadena, which is super close to where we live. So when there was a band there that were doing an interview, we'd book it down there and wait in the parking lot and then talk to the bands and get autographs and stuff like that.
We went up. Actually, that first band that it really had, we went up to K-Rock. I think we were trying to get them. We had an EP out. Mm-hmm. And we took a photo for the EP standing or sitting on the steps of K-Rock.
Awesome.
And I don't know if
so in the back?
Yeah. I don't know if they ever played it though. That's
they might have. Do you think Rodney? I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know. I know. It's like back then you were just kind of like, oh well, I left them my EP. Hopefully they'll play it because there's no way of knowing.
Well, at this point, that EP is collectible. I have people from Japan and a guy from I believe it's in LA. Mm-hmm. You know, people will sometimes make an offer, and I've only got 3 of them left now.
Wow, that's great.
So, yeah, but I want to keep them.
Keep them.
Keep at least 2.
Absolutely. Yeah. What was the name of the EP?
Well, the band was The Products.
Okay.
And we recorded an EP, and then we went and recorded a full length. And we had a manager that paid for all this.
Wow.
And then, you know, as usual, we got in a big fight with the manager. And all we wound up with were I think just the cassettes. But then a label in Huntington Beach actually put out the whole record.
Wow.
Was it Casa... Oh man, I can't remember.
I was going to say Casadega, but that's not it.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it. Jeff Davies, I think the guy's name was.
Okay.
But he put out the full record around 2003, which was really nice. Because, you know, the full record never got released.
Damn.
So yeah, it got out on a reissue, and I loved it. That's amazing.
How do the people from Japan find you?
I really don't know.
Yeah.
They probably follow old punk rock, and you know, but in Southern California. I mean, we're a British style punk rock.
Yeah.
People really get confused. Oh, you're Southern California. You must have been a hardcore. No, this is before hardcore.
Completely
different.
Listen
to the Jam and the Clash and the Only Ones.
Yes.
You know, we were definitely along that line. And the drummer in that band, his dad had travel over to England and bring him back records. I mean, we knew so many English bands. Then I went over in '82.
How long did you stay?
I was part of '82, part of '83, and then I lived there in '84, and then part of '85.
Wow.
So again, you know, just turning on. I used to listen to Janice Long and John Peel every night, or watch the Tube, you know, on Fridays.
Yep.
And you pick up all this musical knowledge. Now, some of the bands, you know, you're watching and then suddenly they'd be big, like the Smiths, for instance, come to mind.
Yeah.
You know, in '82, '83, all of a sudden the Smiths were big, and then, you know, it really hit America.
Yeah.
But there's so many bands. I mean, I hear stuff, let's say, like the Go-Betweens.
Yes.
You know, the Triffids. We're talking Australian band. But I hear them in England. And I mean, Triffids never in America. I saw the Triffids,
like what?
you know,
at
Hammersmith at the Clarendon Hotel.
Are you kidding?
Which was great, but you wouldn't really get to hear that stuff. Felt, another one of my favorite, you know, listen to that. And it's just amazing the sort of music you would hear then that probably didn't make it over here.
Right, right.
And a lot of that stuff is it's just in my psyche. During COVID, I took a deep dive into the guitar. Yeah. And mainly, the 2 guys that I really listened to a lot were Richard Lloyd and Tom Verlaine.
Oh, wow.
So Television was pretty much the guitar sound and inspiration. And I'm, you know, still following that. What's cool is to kind of go back and like listen to like what sounds were guitar players getting saying during the Sun sessions. Yeah. What like I can listen to a bit of surf music in like the early '90s, but like I was going back listening to. I've always been a Hank Marvin fan, but listening to some of the other surf tones, where the bands, you know, they would make maybe one single and that's it. But like tracking down some of the stuff. And you know, I usually play a Strat, Stratocaster. So that Fender sound through like the Fender amp it's just such a cool sound. Yeah. Like I don't know, I'm just kind of obsessed with that type of thing.